My name is Dr. Kerry Yurku, and today we're talking about exercises for the lower part of your spine. I want to teach you some stretches and some strengthening to stabilize the lower part of your spine so that when we make changes in the clinic, realigning your spine, you have the muscle support to help keep those bones in place. So the first thing is to bend your knees a bit, bend forward, go down towards your toes, and then back up. You don't have to touch your toes, but you should feel a stretch in your low back. Do it again. 1 second, and then back up. Keep doing this. Do it 10 times, holding for 1 second, and keep the knees bent the whole time. Okay, just slightly bent. Take the pressure off the low back. Second, I want you to bend backwards. Put your hands on your hips. Bend backwards. Straighten up, and you might be only able to go 5 or 10 degrees, and that's okay. And then hold the stretch for 1 second and back up. The third stretch that I want you to be able to do is running your hand down your leg, bend sideways for 1 second, back to the center, bend the other way for 1 second, and then back to the center. Don't do any exercises twisting your back at all. Twisting or that torsion is really hard on the discs in the lower part of your spine. You shouldn't do that. The other exercises for strengthening your back are similar to the stretches. So take some weights. Here I have 5-pound dumbbells. Stand, bend your knees a bit, lean forward with the weight, and then up. Do that for 12 repetitions, and you don't have to hold it for 1 second at the bottom with the weights. The other one that you can do is going sideways with the weight, okay? Like that. You can go sideways with the weight, just like that. Get rid of one of the weights, because what I find is when you don't have the one weight on one side, it really makes the back work harder. So tip to the opposite side of the weight, holding for 1 second, tip to the opposite side of the weight, holding for 1 second, and then switch hands. Tip to the opposite side of the weight for 1 second, back to the center, the opposite side, and then back to the center. Okay. If you want to strengthen the front part of your spine, because we've already done the back and the sides, then do some crunches for the abdominal muscles. And a good way to do that is just to lie down on the floor, put your knees up, and then bring your shoulder blades off the ground. Just hold that for 1 second. If that gets too easy, bring your knees up. Bring your shoulder blades off the ground, just like that. And do that for 12 repetitions. That'll build up the muscles in your abdominal region, make them a lot stronger. If you want to work the lower abdominal region, you can bring the legs off the ground towards your chest. So I'm going to show you that right now. So lie on the floor again. Put your arms on the sides. Bring your knees up to your chest like that. And down, straight out. Knees up, straight out. And if that gets too easy, what you can do is just curl up just a little bit like that. And that'll work the abdominals in the lower part of the abdomen region. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you learned something about stretching and strengthening your spine.